Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all honor, all glory, most importantly, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachag, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone Ruel. Shalom to the elect. Alright, so the title of this lesson is going to be Vultures. And inspiration came from a screenshot one of my brothers sent to the camp group chat. And it's a picture. I'll just let you see it, right? So, as you can see right here, you have, I believe that's Kanye West, right? With his, weirdo activity going on, the fucking face covering and all of that. So apparently he's gonna drop a, in the midst of all of these things that are going on right now in the world, and in general, this man is about to drop an album, all right? And the brother sent the screenshot. He said, I knew it, right? And I didn't necessarily ask, but I didn't necessarily also know why the brother said what he said and like how it correlated with the screenshot. And I'll ask him after I'm done making a lesson. But it made me think, let me look into that word, vultures, right? Because, we'll go into the lesson, Lord willing, bring out the scriptures. It makes sense as to why the title is what I named it, right? Vultures. So I went into the word vultures on the Google dictionary, and it says vultures, which exclusively eat dead animal carcasses, are particularly effective at removing pathogens and toxins in the environment because they rapidly consume carrion before it decays. And their stomach contains an incredible protein acid that destroys many of the harmful substances found in dead animals. So, as you can see also in that picture, there's a vulture and there's an animal which it either is done eating or in the process of eating, but you can see the carcass is, it's down to the bones, Um, so, yes, I think the title for that album is fitting, right? Vultures. But I think the word vulture would be a very fitting, I should say, byword, right? Or proverb, right? And towards these idols, right? These false prophets, these leaders of Israel, you could say, right? These people who the nation of Israel, right? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans look for towards um, as an example, right? People who you look at and the lives that they live, and have no problem in replicating not just the way that they behave, but also the way that they look. You know, you try to acquire the things that they have, and in the process of doing these things, man, you bend over backwards. You sacrifice things that you end up regretting, and you know what I'm saying? It keeps you in a state of being withered away, okay, and being separated from your power. So without me rambling anymore, I'm gonna go into the scriptures, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 3. It says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. And thus said Yahweh unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live." Okay, now these bones that Ezekiel was commanded to prophesy to is the nation of Israel, right? And they're in a dead state, just like that animal that I showed you, that carcass of that animal that you know, um, vulture was eating in that picture, because of the lack of knowledge, right? We would destroy for a lack of knowledge. We would discontinue from our heritage for uh, discontinuing the things that we were taught, right, from our forefathers, right? Not following the laws, statutes, and commandments given to the nation of Israel so that they could be an example to the earth, right, to the nations. We didn't listen, so we became likened onto a withered plant, right? Which when you look at plants, right, sometimes they'll wither, right, but they could always go back if the root system remains. Okay, the root system of the nation of Israel being synonymous with the elect. Okay, so the Lord always remained, always left it within the realm of possibility for the nation of Israel to come back through the elect, right, through that remnant, um, right, because they were the ones that are gonna be able to take heed to this word, right? They're gonna be made alive, right? Because once you know you take into consideration what I just read, right, when Ezekiel spoke the word of the Lord, which he put in his mouth, those bones became alive, right? It says, "And ye shall live," right? And when you go into that word "live" in etymology, etymon line, it says to be alive, to have life, to continue in life, right? So it says to supply oneself with food, right? Procuring means of substance, and matter of fact, we have examples as to how um, this word is a liken onto a substance that can nourish you and bring you back to life, okay? After being in that dead state, man. It says Matthew 4 and 1 says, when then was Yahushua led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterwards an hungered. When he when the tempter came to him, he said, "If thou be the Son of the Most High, command these stones be made bread." Right now, mind you, the the the, the, the record is very clear in letting you know that after our Lord fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, that he was hungered, right? And that's when the tempter came in, right? And tried to do that which he failed in, okay? Which was to try to tempt our Lord, but our Lord did what? He kept these scriptures in mind, which was able to keep him alive and well, right? When being met with death, right? Because that's the thing, man. The tempter is just gonna get you to sin. It's gonna get you to go off. It's gonna get you to revert back to that dead state. Okay. Um, just like these artists, right? And all these, you know what I'm saying? These influencers, these high level people that uh, in the grand scheme of thing are pawns, to the elites, but they're still put in the face of the public to be as leaders, right? As role models, and they push out the agendas that the elite want done, right? In conjunction with calling it the culture, right? Black culture, right? Doing it for the what's the word? Doing it for the community. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. I heard this nigga Charleston White say something. They were interviewing him and they were talking to him about like, yo, you made all of this money from all of these interviews and all this shit that's going on, man. Uh, what happened, man? It seems that the tone has changed. All of a sudden, you ain't talking about the community no more. You just cracking jokes. And he said, nigga, I'm rich now. Only broke niggas care about the community, And it's funny because he's telling you right there. It's like a spell he casted. He's telling you the truth while making light of it. You know, yeah. Once they reach a certain level, right? It no longer becomes about the sincerity in the things that they want to accomplish, but more so the status that they have acquired, the money, the lifestyle, and all of those things. It's a matter of retaining or holding on to those things for as long as possible when they're met with having to part ways with it, right? That's why you always have these, they have the humiliation rituals, right? They have the boule, they have the gatekeepers, right? People that always keep you in check, right? To make sure that you're in line with whatever it is that they got coming down the pipeline, okay? But I digress, right? I don't want to, move around too much with the point. So let's jump back to Matthew 4 and let's read verse 3 again. It says, "And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of the Most High, command these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." Right? And that goes hand in hand with what Ezekiel 3 and 37 and 5 said. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you." Right? With the words that he put in Ezekiel's mouth, of course, right? And it says, and breath to enter into you, and ye shall live, right? Yahweh Shai was pretty much reiterating that in a sense, like, hey man, listen, I could do what you're telling me with this rock, right, and feed my body, but in the state that I'm in right now, with you being face to face with me, you know, the thing that's gonna nourish me the most is gonna be what? Let's read it again. Matthew 4 and 4 says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. And how do we hear every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High? Let's grab that one real quick. I didn't have it lined up, but let's get it. So I can remind my children downstairs. This is Luke 1 and 70. It says, and as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. Okay? That's how the Heavenly Father speaks, man. He speaks through the men that, he rose and put the spirit on to speak to his people and warn them and, teach them and, you know, exhort them. And but then you got these niggas like Kanye West, you got these niggas like Kodak Black, you got these niggas like Lil Durk, you got these niggas like Nicki Minaj, you got these niggas like Meg Thee Stallion, etc. Beyonce, Jay-Z, you got these niggas who have been set up to literally, like I said, they're like vultures. They pick at those bones and they keep them, right? Them bones being the nation of Israel, right? As the scriptures say. Um, they keep them in that dead state. They keep them from being able to regenerate fully, because as you read, right? Let's go into Ezekiel real quick. Let's go back there, right? A little sidetracking and then, we'll come back to this. And I didn't have this one lined up, but it just came to me through the spirit, right? So just go to it. Bear with me. Ezekiel 37. Right. This is Ezekiel 37 and my eyes, man. Yeah. This is Ezekiel 37. I'll read verse 5, right? Again, it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter unto you, and ye shall live, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live. Ye shall know that I am Yahweh, right? And yeah, man, as these bodies are starting to take life, right? We're starting to go from you know, literally from rags to riches in a sense, We going from this, right, to our bones being made fat, right, and our face shining, from this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, as the scriptures say. Okay? But like I said, these niggas is set up to, like I said, chew and gnaw at the flesh and the sinew and you know what I'm saying? Like the scriptures say, you read the parable of the sower, and I'm not gonna grab that one. I want to get back onto the point. You know, you read the parable of the sower, right? As soon as that seed falls on whatever ground, because there's different types of ground, on whatever ground it lands on, it's just a matter of, you know, whether or not it's your lot for Satan to come through and take away that word which was sown and put in their hearts, man. But nevertheless, right? Let's get back to the point. Um, so boom, this is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 1, right? On the tip of like the word of the heavenly. Matter of fact, I'll read Matthew 4 and 4 again. It says, but he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Because that's the thing that made us alive, man. So that's the only thing that's going to keep us alive, okay? According to Ezekiel 37. So it's Ezekiel 3 and 1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, and eat this roll, and speak unto the house of Israel. Right? So again, we're going back. 57 that Ezekiel was being told to prophesy unto the nation of Israel, right? Those bones, right? And I said those bones is the nation of Israel. Now we're reading Ezekiel chapter 3 that the Lord is putting the word, his word, right? Through that roll that he's causing Ezekiel to eat, which we're going to read a little bit more about right now. You know, he's doing that for the sake of going out and preaching to the nation of Israel. Okay? I'll read on. It says, so I opened my mouth and he called, oh, Salakia, Ezekiel 3 and 2. So I opened my mouth and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go and get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. Okay? And yes, we are, Lord willing, we be that number, right? We be those men, right? We coming out here, right? Making the videos, we go out there on the highways and byways, right? Starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Ruel, right? And those are the men that the Lord put the Spirit on to go out there and preach the word, right? That cometh out from the Heavenly Father's mouth, right? We as the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father, we speaking this word to the nation of Israel, so that the elect may hear it and that they may be brought back to life, sealed and delivered. Okay, but if the Lord didn't put the Spirit on you to do that task, the Spirit that you're gonna have on you is gonna be either, if you, like I said, if it's not of the elect, right, you're gonna have a perverse spirit on you, right? And then the closer you are, right, to ranks of power within this wicked ass kingdom, the closer you're gonna be, or I should say, the more blood you're gonna have on your hands, right? Because Esau don't like to play nice. Esau don't like to play unless you filthy, okay? You have to be covered in filth in order for him to shake your hand, in order for him to let you into certain rooms, in order for him to let you acquire certain things. That's why when you see Kanye talking about them 1948ers and small hats and people in our land, right? Them fucking gutter rats. As soon as he said what he said about that, man, there went his billions. There went his billions. I'm showing you that at the end of the day, man, unless you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do in the position they put you in, you're out of here, okay? And that's why, like I said, they'll do anything to maintain the things that they have, and if anything, are willing to give more blood on their hands to obtain more, you know. So this is Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 14, right? This is how these niggas is getting down, man. Cause like I said, in the midst of everything that's going on in the world, this nigga Kanye wanted to run for president a couple years ago. What happened to that energy, man? This nigga was talking about all of these things, talking about, oh, we're gonna lead America, faith-based this, we're gonna start this, start that. Hey, man, what happened to that energy? Now this nigga dropping an album. So now, this nigga focusing on mixing beats, putting words together. At the end of the day, man, what about the prophecies? What about warning our people, man? You got this platform. What's going on? But then again, this nigga has been set up to be a vulture, man. To teach niggas to go fucking spend fucking $300-400 on fucking sneakers, to wear clothes so that they look like they fucking homeless, to fucking be emotionally radical, right? Unstable. Hey, man, this shit is ridiculous. But at the end of the day, like I said, these niggas have been set up. They've been put in these positions to be leaders for the nation of Israel, to lead them astray. Okay? So this is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin, beguiling unstable souls. In heart, they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children. Right? Yeah, nigga, that nigga Kanye is an unstable soul, man. Niggas is all unstable. Cardi B, they're all unstable because when push comes to shove, right? When the album gotta get dropped, these niggas is willing to do anything and anything, man, to get themselves played, to keep themselves relevant. You know, they're willing to do anything at all. Even to the extent of going against their own beliefs, right? You had a video of Cardi B. She was listening to, I think she was listening to one of her own songs. One of her own songs, man. As soon as her daughter walked into the room, she paused the song. She stopped dancing. I don't even know if she was dancing or not, but she paused the music as soon as her daughter came in. Showing you that she's okay with making music that, I believe that song was like one of the, top songs for a period of time. She's okay with making this music and having people play this music and, be okay with this music and, all of this shit. But then in her household, she wouldn't play this music for her own child. A fucking hypocrite, man. But again, eyes full of adultery. They can't cease from sin. They can't cease from getting others to fuck up, man. They're cursed. This is Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 18. It says, "For they speak great swelling words of vanity. They allure through the lust of the flesh." Yeah, then Cardi B had $100,000 watch. Turned out it wasn't even $100,000. It was fucking supposedly a $60,000 watch. She put $40,000 in Jews in it, made a fucking bunch of holes in it, lowered the value in it, talking about, oh, try to sell that for $100,000. But you can't though. But again, these are things that they speak things that to the to them that haven't been given the ears to hear things for what they are, right? They hear those things and they get, oh wow, damn, she, oh, but she used to be a stripper too. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Damn, she, wow, you, and then boom, that's how the chips fall in line, and then you have what we see today, man. A bunch of fucking Thadarangas and a bunch of fucking weird ass niggas, man. Because a bitch like Cardi B would go around fucking, hey man, she got wrapped up supposedly in some what she was roofing niggas. She was roofing niggas and stealing from niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yet this is supposed to be somebody who we look for as an example, somebody who's responses to any given question, is something that, we sit at the edge of our seat and try to like grasp with like, depth. Like, nah, man, these motherfuckers is wicked as hell, man. Wicked as hell. They just have a platform, they've been given a little bit of money, you know, and they put a bunch of cameras around them, give them a bunch of exposure, and they let these niggas act like fucking niggas, man. And now you see out here a bunch of fucking niggas, man. A product of what they call society, man, which is orchestrated by this fucking devil, man. This is war we talking about, man. That's why these niggas is set up in their ranks, okay? Anyways, I'll continue reading. I'll read verse 18 again, 2 Peter 2 and 18. "For when they speak great swellings, words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness. Those that were clean escape from them who live in error," right? Those who, have the eye salve can see, right? They don't, because like I said, to an untrained eye, you look at these niggas and you say, oh wow, right? There was a time when we was out here as slaves and da 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 da. We didn't have shit, da 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 da. And then you got niggas like fucking Kanye West, the fucking, I think what he was, the first black billionaire or some shit like that. Who fucking knows, man? They giving these niggas titles that don't mean nothing, man. They giving these niggas titles that don't mean absolutely nothing. Okay, but the people eat it up, man. The people eat it up, right? While they get consumed. This is Second Peter 2 and 19. It says, "While they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption. For of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought in bondage," right? So whoever overcame you got you in bondage, man. Let's grab that verse in another translation. This is the NIV, 2 Peter 2 and 19. It says, "They promised them freedom, while they themselves are slaves of depravity," right? You got all these billions of dollars. You can't come out here and say what you want, okay? You got all of this, you got this big ass platform. You got all of these followers. You still can't say what the fuck you want, you know? You are enslaved to the niggas who got you to where you at. Okay? It just so happens the niggas that put these niggas in position is Esau Edom, man. That's why you see the niggas who own the major record labels, the niggas who own the fucking major studios that make like movies and shit like that. Hey man, that's Amalek, man. That's Amalek. That's them J double O's, man. Them J-E, man, fuck them niggas, man. Fuck them niggas, man. Fucking long nose, fucking hairy eyebrow having ass niggas, man. Anyways, this is Micah 3 and 1. It says, "And I hear," it's Lakian, and I said, "Here I pray you, O heads of Jacob," right? Because, you know, these niggas could be considered as the heads of Jacob in a sense. You look at the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, and they got a idol for all of them, man. They got, hey, man, they had, back in the day, they had Selena, right, for the Northern Kingdom. She was out there rocking it out, had shorties, oh, wow, want to be like, boom. And then, you have Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? What, you have Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin, what, that nigga Ephraim, that's the head of the Northern Kingdom, and then you have, what, you had niggas like Jay-Z, Kanye, right? You can say Southern Kingdom. Yeah, man, these niggas is the leaders of the nation of the two-thirds of Israel, man. All right? But I'll read on. All right? It says, "And ye princes of the house of Israel, is it not for you to know judgment?" Right? Is it not for us to know judgment, considering that we were given the law, statutes, and commandments in which are the standard in which the world is judged in. Okay, whether you can believe it or not, man. That's the reason people die. That's the reason people get sick. All right, because the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Shah, man, are here to this day, man. While we're in these bodies, we're in it's like we're it's like we're still tied to it, man. We're still tied to it, man. All right. But anyways, I'll read on. It says, so yeah, are we not to know judgment, man? We ought to know judgment, man. Especially these niggas in high power. I don't even want to call them high powers, man. These niggas with these platforms, you know, they should know judgment, man. They should know because one, they're close with the enemy, you know. They see how they get down, the shit they do, the shit they require them to do, you know. They should understand, and of course, with that money, and that type of success, you come across certain type of information, right? And then of course this word is being preached throughout the four corners of the earth. It is currently being preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and it's only a matter of time, man, until it reaches the ears of those that this needs to be received by. Okay, it's the elected nation of Israel. But I'll read on. This is Micah 3:2. It says, "Who hate the good and love the evil, who pluck off the skin from off them, and their flesh from off their bones." Yeah, just like a vulture, right? Just like a vulture would take the flesh off of a carcass. These niggas is taking the flesh off of and the sinews, right, of the nation of Israel once they, are receiving this word, or this word is coming out, man. This nigga Kanye West talking about, oh, we from the 12 tribes of Judah. You know what I'm saying? What? Hey, man, that's this nigga shooting a smoking gun, man. This nigga shooting a gun that you think is about to shoot and hit something. This nigga about to make a hit. He about to catch a body. No, no. Just like in the fucking them cartoons, and they would shoot a gun, the fucking little flag with the word bang will come out of it. It's all a fucking joke. All a fucking joke, man. All just to fucking put you right back to fuck to sleep, man. I'll read on. It says, verse 3, Micah 3 and 3, it says, "Who also eat the flesh of my people and flay their skin from off them, and they break their bones and chop them in pieces. As for the pot and as flesh within the cauldron, then shall they cry unto Yahweh, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings." So these niggas have the capability of doing all these things, getting in front of a camera, right, and shaking their ass, right, going over there, getting a bunch of fucking surgeries, talking about, oh, I don't need a man, and they can perpetuate that vibration, you know, because of what they have been given the authority, right? Because what in this kingdom that we live in, it says at matter of fact, let's grab it. Um, I'm drawing a blank, drawing a blank. Hold on, where's it at? Set on I can't even. It just slipped. I had it. It just slipped. But nevertheless, man, that's it right there. I'll just end the lesson, and if I think of the verse, I'll end up putting it up on the comment board. But yeah, man. In closing, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh. to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to the elected nation of Israel. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and somewhat straight to the point. All right, until the next one, I say shalom, Kwam Nasharala, and Abba Bo.